Well, hello, good to see you. It's Derek and Joe here to invite you to CruiseAway. We are the #1 choice for Australians when it comes to exciting adventures around the world. And we have got brilliant plans lined up in this edition of the show.
Yes, we absolutely have, like enjoying great family time in the school holidays in January, where we get to enjoy a 5-star resort break on Sentosa Island in Singapore, and then hop on a family fun Royal Caribbean cruise.
Or how about escaping for Christmas and New Year on a laid-back luxury cruise with Holland America Line? Or maybe we can tempt you to a Coral Triangle and Barrier Reef 28-night cruise for early in 2027, bookable with a deposit today. Let's start in January, though, with this luxury getaway on Sentosa Island. Your 10 nights start on the 17th of January, and we fly over to Singapore and checking into a 5-star Sentosa Island resort, which will be your home for the next 5 nights, and there's lots of excitement waiting there.
There is, and you've got breakfast included. You have also got a great sort of stopping off point if you're wanting to head to Universal Studios Singapore, because it's great proximity there. But Sentosa Island is really well connected to all the surrounding areas in its own right. You know, you've got lots of things to do with the family, whether it be adventuring in the jungles or out in the ocean and seeing these beautiful views. Palawan Beach is lined with food stalls and bars as well. There's that suspension bridge, which is thrilling to cross. Palm line crescents, of course, around the beach. So it does feel like your own private paradise. You know, it's close to Singapore, yet at the same time it feels removed. So maybe you've visited Singapore before and you're just kind of wanting to take that step away from it, but still enjoy the incredible weather and the excitement that it boasts. I think this is a wonderful way to do it. And then after your 5-night stay, it's time to cruise on board the Ovation of the Seas. Now, it's a mini cruise for you with 4 nights. This is the perfect family getaway, isn't it? Now, it's going to be all about the ship. Obviously, you get to go to a destination there as well. But when it comes to Ovation, it's thrilling. You've got a float rider, you've got the rock climbing wall, you have got the iFly, the Seaplex. So all the fun of the fair, all the thrills and spills at sea on Quantum class await you. Roller skating as well, trapeze, I mean, you name it. They have thought of it. Royal Caribbean are the big adventure ships. There's always something to entertain you and the kiddos or grandkids if you're traveling with them. And I just think you don't even need to worry about entertaining them, because the ship will entertain them. In fact, Adventure Ocean is the kids club, and they put on activities 24/7. And by that I mean you have childcare available around the clock should you need babysitting, should you need a creche, but also there's tons of adventures for teens, for kids of all ages, and they make it so fun the kids do not want to leave. And that's nice because you get to enjoy the ship yourself as well, maybe partake in a few adult activities whilst you're on board. But the bionic bar, I mean, if you want to actually watch a robot mix a drink for you, this is the way to do it. And it sounds like kind of a little bit sci-fi, but I tell you what, it's really fun to even just watch that happening. You know what, when it comes to entertainment, Royal Caribbean they're pioneers. They are pioneers. Some of their shows that they've featured on board have been award-winning. They're always so interesting. The ideas they come up with are fascinating. You will be thrilled at every turn, no doubt. Now, we're cruising out of Singapore and we're heading to fabulous Penang in Malaysia, known for its British colonial buildings and its Chinese shop houses and mosques too. So lots of lovely architecture. If you are wanting to take, a nice shore excursion, head up to Penang Hill and the habitat on Penang Hill. That is absolutely beautiful. Then we're into Phuket in Thailand, where one can visit the elephant sanctuary, head to the beaches, out to Phi Phi Island as well, which is gorgeous and has a wonderful coral reef surrounding it. And there's also great markets in Phuket. Then we are back into Singapore, where you'll disembark and we'll fly you back to Australia after this land and sea adventure.
Do you know, if I was 6, 7, 8, 12, 11, 10, any of those kind of ages, I would love this holiday, wouldn't you?
Yes.
I would absolutely love it. And do you know what? I would love it equally. Now I'm in my mid-30s, maybe a little bit more. In my early 50s, in fact, I know I would have a great time here. So this is for everyone. This is a chance to get everyone together at a time of year which is just perfect to get away. And you are going to love it. So if you're a fun lover, you'll love it. If you're a family, you're going to love it. If you're a couple just traveling, you are going to love it equally. But if you're taking the kids with you, it falls in the January school holidays, which is just perfect. You can book this with a deposit now. And your savings with us here at CruiseAway are up to $1,500 per person off, which is brilliant. So let's see our price tag straight away, and it includes so much. It's really, really good. That is an epic price tag for the getaway you've got in front of you here. That's flights to and from Singapore, your 5-night, 5-star resort stay on Sentosa Island, which is close to Universal Studios and Disney and all the other fun stuff. You can enjoy and have fun on your 5 nights then, before equal amounts of fun on board the incredible Ovation of the Seas with Royal Caribbean, 4 action-packed nights of fun cruising, and there's so much to enjoy on board as you cruise to Penang and Phuket before flying back from Singapore. Remember, book today and save an incredible $1,500 per person by booking with us here at CruiseAway. That's the size of the savings you can be making right now by booking this offer, and here's everything that's included. This is just perfect. If you've been looking for a nice little getaway, start of a new year, school holidays, so you can take the kids with you as well. They're all going to have the greatest time. Maybe you holiday with friends, maybe it's just you as a couple, maybe it's a big family group. Then this is perfect because you've got that wonderful balance. It's like a 50-50 holiday, isn't it? You've got your Sentosa Island resort stay with all the theme parks and the other fun stuff. You can do your close by to Singapore, so if you want to nip in and do the shopping and all the fun stuff in Singapore, you can still do that. And you've got the Royal Caribbean cruise, which is just brilliant for everyone, with plenty of activities on board as well. So if you like the sound of that one, call us now on 1300 412 358. Remember, that call is toll free. That's going to pick up really, really quickly as well. And listen, when it comes to booking a holiday like this, you might be a group of just 2 people, but you might equally be a group of 22 people. And we really are the team to trust with your next cruise booking.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll-free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
Everyone wants to as well. You know what? It really is. People really are getting the hang of the fact that when you look at land stays these days, you know, you fly to somewhere, you stay in a hotel, you're paying out all the time for this and that and the other.
Oh, absolutely.
Any activities that you want to do.
It racks up, doesn't it?
Attractions you want
Constantly.
to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, there's so much included when you cruise, when you divvy up each night of the cruise and work out your price, you know, which you're at liberty to do, of course, right the way through the show. But then when you look at what you can spend in a day just taking the family for lunch, for instance, somewhere on a cruise, all included, breakfast, lunch, evening meal, snacks, 24 hours a day, room service, things like that. Honestly, it's amazing. You'll wonder, if you've never done a cruise before, first time you do it, you get it straight away and you realise,
yes.
Oh my word, I've been throwing my money away on holiday before.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it really is the best way to take a family holiday or a solo holiday or a couple's holiday. Look, cruising's for everybody. Next up, we're going to get you away this Christmas and New Year. How does that sound? Yes, celebrate somewhere very different, escape all the cooking and cleaning and entertaining. Oh, sounds good to me. It's time for you to put your feet up and enjoy life by the pool with all your meals included, amazing entertainment, fabulously comfortable staterooms and lots of home comforts around you as you cruise and explore incredible ports in Indonesia and Malaysia over 15 nights over the holidays. And before you cruise, we fly you from Sydney over to Singapore to relax for 3 nights in a hotel and enjoy festivities galore on the lead up to Christmas here.
Oh, amazing.
It's just nice to be spending that lead up to Christmas somewhere different, isn't it? And of course, in Singapore, it's celebrated in a whole different way. There will be some of the traditional Christmas decorations up, but you know, you'll also see things inspired by this part of the world and what they celebrate at this time of the year too. So I think it's going to be a really fun time to do any last minute Christmas shopping as well in the markets right there. Pick up some bargains, go to the luxury stores too, and just enjoy everything Singapore has to offer. Then it's time to cruise. The Holland America Way, or the Dam Way as they like to say on Holland America Line, on the Wester Dam. You're going to be on board for 15 nights on that damn ship. Absolutely.
Damn good.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. They love the puns on board Holland America Line. You'll get used to it. Who's driving the ship? They ask the captain when he's down having cocktails. It's a classic, guys. It's a classic. But it's all part of the cruising fun. And whether it's your first cruise or your 51st cruise, Holland America Line is an absolute cruiser's favorite for a reason. It feels like a home away from home. It feels like traditional luxury. You know, there's a mixture of the traditional elements of cruising. You'll notice that the ships are very traditionally designed from the outside in, with those nautical colours and the polished beams and the striped deck chairs and things like that. Yet at the same time, it's heightened, it's elevated luxury. You know, the cuisine, everything from the, the marketplace buffet down to the main dining room and specialties, all on a different level of quality, and especially, you know, the freshness of everything on board. They, you know, your buffet, your multi-cuisine elements up there are superior, and you also have always got people serving you. It's not a serve yourself, which makes a big difference, I think, for the quality standard. And look, if you're choosing this cruise to maybe do something extra special, I'd highly recommend the Neptune Lounge, the Neptune Suites. So when you get yourself a suite, you have the Neptune Lounge, a concierge, you have canapes in there, you have coffee machine in there, everything that you can use. You also can utilize their services, and it's personal. You know, it's a wonderful way to take your cruising to the next level. You will notice the difference, trust me. It's amazing. And of course, just drinking in the views, sailing into port or sailing out of port from your balcony, there's nothing quite like it. There really isn't.
And you're celebrating together, aren't you, at this time of the year?
Yes.
Like, it's going to be a great atmosphere on board because it is the holidays. You've got people from all around the world who are enjoying the festivities, and that'll be reflected on board as well. It's going to be fantastic.
Great,
you're going to have a great time.
Solo cruises as well.
Yeah, of course.
There's lots of meet and greets available.
Find a new love.
We're cruising out of Singapore into Kuala Lumpur first of all. Now, if you're wanting to explore some history, head to the Batu Caves. 600 or 700 years of history, amazing. But up in the towers, the Petronas Towers, you'll see sweeping views over this amazing city. Then it's Surabaya in Indonesia. Now, Surabaya is one of the foremost ports that we visit in Java, known for its volcanoes and its incredible temples, and they are amazing. Next, it's Christmas Day in Java. What a place to experience Christmas Day. Maybe you're going to get out there in the jungle and see some of the waterfalls on an island tour, which will take in some of the hot spots from Probolinggo around Java. Next up, we're into Bali, and we have an overnight on board in Bali, which is going to be Boxing Day onwards. And this is a great time to see the natural beauty and wonders of Bali. Maybe head to the silversmithing workshops, maybe to the monkey forest in Ubud, or up to some of the beautiful temples like Pura Tanalot by the ocean. Komodo awaits us next with its stunning pink sands and its really rather a strange local inhabitant, which is the Komodo dragon monitor lizard. They are massive, 3 meters long, in fact.
Wow.
Lombok is next on the list, and this is many say like Bali 30 years ago. So free of motor vehicles, very unspoiled. You can get around the island by fat bike, sand bike, or just a lovely tour, walking tour. Then we're New Year's Eve in Semarang. Now this is the place to visit, the iconic and amazing Borobudur Temple, widely considered to be a 7 wonder of the world from the 9th century. It is a must-see. Take a tour there, you won't regret it. Then we have New Year's Day in Jakarta, capital of Java, in fact capital of Indonesia and the Indonesian islands, which are over 17,000 of them. So here you all see a historic mix of cultures, Javanese, Malay, Chinese, Arab, Indian. Now we're back into Singapore, where we've included your transfer back to the airport, and we will of course fly you back to Australia. End-to-end flights included, and all of this incredible itinerary.
Stunning, isn't it? Including a day of scenic cruising at the Krakatau volcano as well. That'll be a nice little highlight on the cruise. And it's a really lovely pace on this cruise. You're going to very, very chilled out kind of places, which is really nice to do over holiday time as well. And the great thing is about being away at this time of the year is that you can cast away all to one side, all the things that you normally have to do. It's usually a very, very long list, isn't it, over the holidays? Make sure the presents are wrapped, make sure the house is clean, who's staying, where are all the spare beds, where are the chairs for the table, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's just the start of the list, and you can get away from all of that with this festive deal. And we've got savings of up to $2,200 per person when you book this deal today. That is our Christmas present to you already. And you can pop down a small deposit on this right now to lock in this price tag. I mean, what isn't to love about getting away over Christmas and New Year, celebrating it somewhere completely and utterly different? We start with your flight over to Singapore and a 3-night hotel break there. Last minute Christmas shopping maybe, bargain hunting, and then you've got 15 nights of cruising with Holland America Line, and you'll be so well looked after on the Westerdam, exploring Indonesia and Malaysia, enjoying Christmas Day in Java, and you'll see in the new year there too on this cruise, ending back in Singapore, a transfer for you there back to the airport, and then your flight back to Sydney. All for an incredible price tag that should be thousands of dollars more. Merry Christmas, you're welcome. Here's everything that's included. It's so good. Seems very strange to say Merry Christmas already at this time of the year. We're nowhere near it yet, but you know what? Why not? It's never too early to think about it, is it? So give us a call right now if you like the sound of that. It sounds absolutely wonderful. What a relaxing, luxury, beautiful way to do Christmas and the New Year. And look at our savings there. It's ridiculous. You should be talking there thousands of dollars more to take this trip. A deposit today locks in that price, guarantees it. And actually what you could do is you could use a bit of psychology here, and you can say, well, if I'm saving myself up to $2,000 odd, maybe I'll use that saving in my head and treat myself to a balcony.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the regular price of this should be about $1,000 more. So anyway, think about that and talk to our team. Give us a call right now, 1300 412 358. And we've got one more dreamy trip for you in this CruiseAway show. We're cruising with Holland America Line again on the Westerdam as we explore the scenic and incredible Coral Triangle, seeing volcanoes and idyllic islands on your 31-night trip, which also explores our own Great Barrier Reef. Now, this one starts on New Year's Day in 2027, but again, a deposit will secure it for you today as we fly first again over to Singapore first, and we've got 2 nights there in a hotel for you to enjoy. I always think this is a magical time of the year to visit any city because, of course, traditionally, people at holiday times are generally at home with families. And
yeah.
So there's less people around. So actually, there's more time and less people around because Singapore is a bustling city. It is busy, but it will be that little bit quieter. You know, people are not quite yet back at their desks for work, so it will be quieter in the city. So you'll enjoy that couple of nights before your cruise. 28 nights of sheer, peaceful, indulgent, musical, low-key luxury with Holland America Line. How does that sound?
Sounds like perfection to me.
I'm ready.
There's a reason why so many cruises love Holland America Line. It's the relaxed vibe, no pressure, you know, to have to dress up if you don't want to for formal night, but they do always offer that option. It's more of a smart casual vibe on Holland America Line, to be honest, but you know, a lot of people do like to do full top and tails, and that's just your complete prerogative. When it comes to relaxing, they also have it down to a fine art, because you have the gorgeous thermal suite up in the spa to enjoy, with the therapy beds and the salt room and, you know, the sauna and the steam and all of that. You can actually tack that on to your cruise as well by, you know, adding a thermal suite pass, which is wonderful. You might want to go up and have some lovely treatments. You can even have things like acupuncture in the spa and inothermy, and, you know, seaweed wraps. So all of these exotic treatments that maybe you've seen in a spa at home and gone, yeah, I'd like to do that one day. Well, the one day is now, because you're on a cruise, you're on holiday, you might as well do it. You've got lots of downtime. You know, when you go to a spa and they're like, drink lots of water afterwards and rest after your massage, you're like, well, I've got to go back to work, I can't do it.
Yeah, I've got beds to make at home.
Exactly.
And you can't, it ruins it, doesn't it? You have a lovely spa treatment, then you go home and ruin it by doing stuff. When you're on a cruise, the great thing is you can go straight from the spa in your fluffy robe. You can then go to the pool.
Yes.
Or you can then go to bed for a couple of hours.
You can. You can go to bed, you can sink down on that lovely mattress.
Oh, lovely.
And just listen to the sounds of the ocean outside. Wow. And order some room service maybe. You deserve it, you're on holiday.
Sounds perfect to me.
Yes. Maybe go and listen to a lecture or watch one on television, because they actually record all the lectures so you can watch them in your stateroom too. So if you don't want to have to go and sit in the theatre, you don't have to. But of course that option is there for you, alongside loads of delicious food options like canaletto, the dive-in where they have these gorgeous brioche bun burgers and triple cooked chips.
Oh, stop.
OMG, they have some of the best chips I've ever tried on Holland America Line.
And this
hot
is your,
chips.
This is your home for 28 nights, and it really will feel like home as well. But 28 nights is just perfect. Out of Singapore, and the first couple of days are at sea.
Yes, before we head to Puerto Princesa in the Philippines, this is an incredible port which boasts a subterranean river known for their caves, their wildlife rescue and conservation centre, and beautiful beaches as well. Then we are a day at sea into Bitung in Indonesia, which is known for its vibrant, varied and often bizarre, some say, marine life. So you might want to head out on the water and do a glass-bottom boat or kayak tour or some snorkeling. Then we are into Jayapura in Papua New Guinea, and the capital of the largest city in Papua, Indonesia. Now, the place to go and see how the locals live here is Sko Village, and you can do a tour there to learn all about the culture. Then it's Rabaul, and you can see some of the volcanoes. Of course, it's very volcanic terrain, these islands, and Mount Tuvurva right there is fascinating to learn about. You can actually learn about that from a volcanologist whilst you're on a tour. We are into the conflict islands next, and look at the baby turtles. Now, this is something you can do as well. You can do a turtle interaction tour where you learn all about them and go to the hatchery, get to touch them. I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, that, if you ask me. Then we are into Kilauea in Papua New Guinea, and one thing I think a lot of people will be wanting to learn about on this itinerary is, again, the thousands of years of history, the French Polynesians, and you can actually learn about the outrigger canoes and things like that. Then we're into Townsville, often described as the unofficial capital of North Queensland. This is a place of, natural wonders. You've got the Billabong Sanctuary, of course, which is very famous, and Castle Hill also are great places to visit. Then it's Cairns. Now, you're at the foot of the Daintree Rainforest here, and Kuranda-Railway, of course, Cape Tribulation, so that's wonderful to visit, and also not too far from the Barrier Reef. Of course, talking of the Barrier Reef, we are going to be doing some scenic cruising a couple of days through the incredible wonder of the world that is the Great Barrier Reef. And my goodness, if you've never seen the reef, you will be enthralled. Even just sailing through this area of some of the marine life you're actually able to view even before setting foot off the ship and heading out onto your kayak or your helicopter adventure. But even just viewing the Whitsundays and the Barrier Reef are mesmerizing, quite honestly. We're into Darwin next, where you will want to head to some of the loveliest beaches in Australia, of course, many say, but at the same time, of course, if you're not wanting to dip your toe in the water due to obvious reasons, maybe head out to a wildlife reserve such as Kakadu. Komodo is next, and yeah, look at those giant lizards. Yeah, watch your toes there, absolutely. It's a wildlife reserve for the Komodo dragon. It's a lizard, a monitor lizard, but they call it a dragon because it's so big.
They're mighty, aren't they?
They are mighty. Then we're into Benwa, the port for Bali, of course, where you can you take your pick of amazing things to do. There's some great markets down in Ubud, which are definitely well worth a visit. And they love their yoga there too, lots of yoga centres. So this is an overview of your incredible itinerary. Of course, when you disembark, you'll be finishing in Singapore and we will fly you back to Australia. This is a wonderful one, I think, to see this part of the world.
Yeah, again, the pace of life on this is so nice. You can see there on that screen there, you've got a few days there of scenic cruising as well as the Barrier Reef, of course, a couple of days there, the Torres Strait, the Batu Tara volcano and Krakatau as well. You'll be cruising all of those. But so it's a wonderful mix of fascinating ports, scenic cruising and brand new adventures. That's what this is all about, and it's an epic holiday. What a way to start 2027. Let's show you our early bird saving price tag. It's so good, and remember, look at the length of the holiday here and the price tag. You've got to put the two together and say, yeah, that's worth doing, and you've got plenty of time to look forward to it as well. You can book it with a deposit today for your fabulous holiday, which, remember, kicks off on New Year's Day in 2027, flying off to Singapore for a 2-night hotel stay there before a full 28-night adventure on board the Westerdam with Holland America Line, and that really will become your home for the next 28 nights. Amazing home comforts, fabulous activities, enrichment, amazing food, and of course this incredible journey to the home of 3/4 of the world's coral, the Coral Triangle, and then exploring, of course, the Great Barrier Reef as well. You end, remember, in Singapore and then fly it back to Sydney. And remember, by booking this today, you'll be saving and getting ahead of the rest as well. So you get the pick of the cabin, so I would be quick. Here's everything that's included. You lucky people. Your prices are there as well if you want to go for it in a big way. 28 nights, maybe not have your own suite. That would be lovely to do. And again, lots of extra perks come with the suite life. It is rather sweet, I've heard. And it looks and sounds amazing. But again, that is a deal for you to talk to our team about right now. Remember, a low deposit will secure this because it is, ahead of time. We're the best part of 2 years away on this one, but because the bookings have opened, we're getting you in early with some early bird savings there, and that gets you the pick of the cabins as well, which is amazing. So call now 1300 412 358. It is toll free to call us. And listen, that's just 3 offers in this show, and there are thousands more.
Thousands.
With every cruise line there is out there.
Yes.
We have got such tempting and amazing packages. And what I would say to you as well, a couple of things. Go onto our website, cruiseaway.com.au. Make sure you're signed up to get our emails. We send them out daily with the latest kind of flash news and best sales and promotions and free upgrades and this, that, and the other. And it's so worth keeping up to date with, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Whether you're looking for a carnival cruise in Europe, whether you're looking for a princess cruise up in Alaska, or a celebrity cruise over in, Singapore, you'll find it on our website and so much more.
Absolutely. World's your oyster. Thanks so much for your company again. Come back and see us soon as we cruise away.